Hey there, what's going on? Chris Cervantez, eHomes, coming at you with the monthly market update for the city of Claremont for the month of February. So, thankfully, we are off and running in the new year. There's definitely been some changes in Claremont, and I'm just going to jump into it because I think it's a refreshing kind of change. Specifically, we're going to start with the active inventory. So, active inventory is way up. Active inventory is 167% higher than it was last year. So 167%, that sounds like a lot, but last year there were only 12 homes on the market. Now there are 32 homes. That's fantastic news for buyers, but the thing is that, you know, I've seen a lot of multi-million dollar homes, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I think when you really kind of come down to it, you're gonna find, if you're a buyer, that there's still limited inventory. There's not a lot for sale in Claremont right now, even though it sounds like inventory is way up, right? So I thought this was really interesting. The pending activity is actually flat year over year. Last year we had 23 homes in escrow during this time. This year we have 23 homes in escrow as well. The reason why I'm surprised is because you have interest rates so much higher this year than they were last year. Mortgage News Daily has conventional financing at 6.4% for a 30-year conventional fixed loan. So 6.4, you know, I don't have the stat for what it was last year, but I think in February of last year, I want to say we were in the 4% range. It's good that we have the same amount of homes in escrow. It's showing some strength in the market, but we'll see, because interest rates have actually popped up here in the last week. From November of 2022 until last week, interest rates were steadily declining, and last week with the jobs report, the interest rates popped back up. A lot of people are afraid that inflation's going to continue longer than what we were hoping, and that's when interest rates pop back up. So, to be determined. Nonetheless, we're seeing some activity in Claremont. Year over year, closed sales are down 35%. We've had 13 homes sell in all of Claremont in the last month. Compared to last year, we had 20 homes. So again, not that surprised due to the fact that we had the interest rates creeping up. Now, this was a pretty big jump. Average days on market. The average days on market in Claremont went from 21 days last year to 61 days this year. So that's up significantly. Homes are still selling, it's just you have to price them well, and you better be prepared to wait a little bit longer than what we've been used to in the previous years. And the median sales price, so median sales price is down year over year 9%. I think this is going to be a trend as we work through the rest of the year until, quite frankly, the end of this year. Year over year, so the median sales price now is $867 in Claremont, compared to last year it was $954, excuse me. And then now the list price to sales price ratio, we have on average the homes, out of the 13 homes that did sell in the last month, they were selling at about 3.5% below the asking price. So it's not the 20% below asking price and any of that stuff that you read on some of the headlines in the national news. And last but not least, I wanted to touch on the absorption rate, and that's the temperature of the market. We are definitely, we're pushing towards a more balanced market, but again, like I've already described, we still have a seller's market, quite frankly. There's just not enough homes for sale in Claremont right now. And so right now, the absorption rate's 1.85. Last year it was 0.5, which was crazy. That means that in 1.8 months we would have all of the inventory sold in Claremont. So a balanced market would be 4 months supply. So now we're at 1.8 months supply. We still have some way to go, but I'm curious what you think. I'm curious if you think that the market's going to get worse now that interest rates are up, or do you think it's going to get better as we work throughout the year? Don't forget, subscribe to all my future videos. You can click the little bell if you want to be notified for future videos that pop up. But I'd love to hear any comments or feedback that you might have. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.